Hello everyone. In this video I want to make cursor to teach me cursor. So here we are in the cursor IDE. It's pretty empty, so let's start by opening the right pane, and I've already prepared initial prompt. So the prompt says that you must answer in English. I want you to provide examples in JavaScript so that I can run them with Node.js. Hey cursor, I want to learn how to use you more effectively. Can you create a step-by-step tutorial that teaches me about your features, capabilities, and best practices? Start with the basics and gradually move to more advanced topics. Include practical examples and exercises for each step. As we go through the tutorial, I would like you to prompt me with questions or tasks to ensure that I'm understanding and able to apply what I'm learning. Let's begin with an introduction to what you are and your core functionalities. Okay, so we have pretty nice introduction. Cursor tells us that it's going to help us with creating a comprehensive tutorial. Nice, and we already have some prompt for creating directories. Let's see if that works. And it failed because we are using Windows. And okay, let's see. Okay, did it create? Okay, we have tutorial. So let me go to this folder and let's list what's there. Okay, nice. So it created 3 folders, and also there's introduction.js. Okay, let's accept that file. Okay, create readme. Nice. So we have some readme. And the next thing is package.json, which has jest, but I don't. Oh yeah, here there it is. We have jest as dependency. Nice. Okay, now we have set up basic structure. Let me explain what we've created and how to proceed. We've created basic structure tutorial with 3 main directories: basics, advanced, and exercises. Nice. We started with an introduction file, 01 introduction.js, that demonstrates code generation, code explanation, code refactoring, and basic exercises. The readme.md provides a comprehensive overview of the tutorial and how to use it. Okay, so let's go to readme.md and let me open the preview so that we can see Markdown rendered in a nicer way. Okay, so welcome to the Cursor tutorial. This tutorial will help you learn how to use Cursor effectively, from basic features to advanced capabilities. So we have the directory structure, we already talked about it. We have getting started, that's basically what was created for us here. Okay, so we have working with files, file navigation, search and replace, multi-file editing, and AI assistance, which I'm the most curious about. Asking questions, getting explanation, code suggestions. Nice. An advanced section is about advanced code generation, custom snippets, integration with version control, and debugging assistance. Okay, interactive learning. Each section includes example code, explanations, practice exercises, questions to test your understanding. Nice. And we have some tips for effective learning, which is suggestion to try to complete all of these exercises, experiment with different features, ask questions when we are stuck, and practice regularly. And next steps, after completing this tutorial, you should be comfortable with this, and that. Okay, fine. Start with the introduction file and the basics directory and work your way through each section. I like it. Seems we are really led along the way, and we should be able to get familiar with Cursor IDE pretty quick. Okay, introduction to Cursor basic features tutorial. This file demonstrates basic Cursor features and Node.js examples. Code generation and completion. Cursor can help you generate code based on comments and context. Try typing a comment describing what you want to do and cursor will suggest code. Okay, example is let's create a function that calculates, okay. So let's create a function that generates a random number between 101 and 100. Okay, let me hit tab. Okay, and we have generate random number. Okay, nice. That's pretty simple. Code explanation. Cursor can explain code sections when you ask about them. Try selecting any part of the code and asking for explanation. Okay. Okay. It didn't tell me though how to ask for the explanation. So I can either go here, or I think we can go with the general explain. Let's see if we have this. No. Cursor. Redo, attempt update, cycle, new chat, new tab chat, open add context menu, open chat mode menu, report issue. Okay. Okay. Let's ask it. How to ask for an explanation of the code. Let me show how to get explanations. Okay. So select the code you want to understand. Fine. We already have this link, so that's nice. That links us to where the function is located. Right click on the selected code and explain code, or use keyboard shortcut. Okay, let's see if that keyboard shortcut works for us. So I'm on Windows and I'm hitting Ctrl+Shift+E, and not really. That seems to switch me between the panes. So let's see if we can ask it. Okay. Debug, right, explain. Okay, we have quite a lot of actions here, but that's mostly because I have some extensions installed. Okay, but there are alternative ways. Add comments with, okay, above the code you want to understand. How does this function work? Okay, nice. We can apply this. So let's see, how does this function work? Okay. And let's hit Ctrl K. Okay, let's see how that works. Okay, nice. I've got response in Polish. I wanted that in English. Rephrase that to English. Okay, I should probably say calculate. I should probably say translate it to English, but yeah, we have this very nice explanation. So that's one way of getting explanations. We can get them in the comments section, but I don't really want that. So let me come back to this state and let's see. Simply ask me about the code. Can you explain how the factorial function works? Okay, that's fine. We can simply paste that as a prompt here. And let's see. Okay, so it's successfully located the prompt function. However, not really. It actually, yeah, it located the first one because we have calculate factorial and calculate factorial iterative. So the calculate factorial was located and it has some explanations for us. Nice. And we have the second one, iterative factorial function. Nice. So I did not have to explicitly select part of the code if when I told it to explain a specific function, it successfully located both functions and gave me very decent explanations. That's nice. So we had this code explanation. Let me check if we have any other way of getting explanations. So select and ask method, right click. So we were not able to select and right click, but let me... Okay, so the other way is to add this selection to chat. And I can't really see that in the context. Let me do that again. Okay, now it is. Maybe that was a misclick. So we have this part of the file, and if we hover here, we can also see what part of the file is introduced. So let me type simply explain, and boom, we've got it. We've got explanation, and that's pretty verbose because we also have it broken down line by line. So let me rephrase that and say, could you explain that in a more concise way? Okay, that's pretty nice. So you can also modify the response here and get the response in the way you want it to be. Okay, let's leave this as is and let's move to the fourth topic. Fourth part is testing the functions. Okay, exercise 1. Try modifying this code to add input validation, add error handling, add documentation using JS docs. Okay, so let's see. I'm not sure whether it's trying me to tell to do it myself, or it's asking me to do it with Cursor. But since we are exploring AI AI functionalities in Cursor, let me try to add it using AI. So we already have this validation here. Okay. But can we add some more validation? Add validation. Add validation for negative numbers. It's already there actually, so okay. But that's nice, yeah. If the n is type of number. Okay, return 1. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty quick to add some validation. Okay, next one. Add error handling, add documentation using JS doc. Okay. Let's see, add JS doc. Boom, it's already there. Nice. So we have this documentation, calculates the factorial of a number using iteration, and we have params, and we have information on what is returned. Okay, let me do this. Add unit tests. Okay, so we have new file created, and we have separate functions. Okay, so it iterates over the functions and it tries to call them for... Okay, function name. Doesn't really look like it calls the function. Okay, let me ask how I can run this. Okay, we already have this. npm test. Okay, let's run. Okay, jest is not recognized. That's because we did not do npm install, but let me simple add this to context. So I did it by clicking add chat, and I have this in the context, and I'm sending this. Okay. I see the issue, jest is not installed yet, which is true. So let's install it first. Okay, so we have node modules. That was installed. Now let's run the tests. Oh yeah, I was wrong about the function. It's actually called here. Okay, let's run, and one failed. Okay. This is really nice. I didn't even have to go and check what failed. It already tried to fix it. So what we have here. Okay, so it erased this, and factorial is not defined for negative numbers. Okay, let's go, let's check. Okay, and it also exported this and this file, and actually these two functions as module. So that's nice. Okay, great. All tests are now passing. The tests verify that both factorial functions return 1 for input 0, 1 for input 1, calculate factorial of 5 correctly, throw an error for negative numbers, handle large numbers. Okay, I'm quite curious. How far can we go with this one? Okay, would you like me to add some tests, add performance tests, test edge cases? That's nice. I think that's what we wanted. So let's move to the next part of the tutorial. But I think we'll handle this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, please let me know in the comments section, like and hit subscribe, and wait for more. Thank you.